Welcome back to
Debatable.
the Debatable Podcast. MC War,
the official sport of rap battling.
Yeah, man. So thank you for tapping in. Make sure you like, comment, share. Shouts out to Jay, our brother Jay, man. Tapped in from Queens, man. Queens to Atlanta to Tennessee now, I think, right?
Right.
So, yo, man, listen, man. Couple of battles just dropped, but it's not tonight. But tomorrow's the big day, man. Arsenal versus Murder Mook. I can't wait to see that right there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ain't get your pay-per stream, definitely get it. Your pay-per-view, get it. You know what I'm saying? It's about supporting these leagues. And, you know, no bootlegging, man. Straight up and down, man. I'm in this one group and dude shared the bootleg link. He's like, yeah, tap in for the link, you know? So I shared the, if you bootleg, you get your leg broke. Yeah. I shared that, and then he said he went and shared another clip back, but it is what it is. I guess for them it's like if it's not, I don't know. I'm either which way, man.
Respect the culture.
Yeah, man. Period. Like whoever's putting on the event, because nobody got a monopoly in this thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Facts.
So like, you know, all that does is if the more money that's spread around, the more content that could get created. You know what I'm talking about?
Facts.
Yeah. You see, they keep talking about the caffeine era. You be peeping that?
Nah.
Yeah, they got a whole era. They got the whole era. They call it the caffeine era. Yeah,
era.
Yeah, that's how much money was getting spread around at that time. Yeah. So they call it the caffeine era, yo. Check.
Go figure.
Yeah, because, you know, what's it called? Caffeine. Remember they raised, what was it, 100 million?
100 million
I don't know
battle rap.
Yeah. Well, 100 million but the battle rap was named in the description of what they were doing, creating live content.
That's
in order
all
to
I
be
know.
A competitor. You know, but shoot, I don't know how much of it actually went to battle rap, but enough. It must have been enough if there's the caffeine era. You know what I'm talking about? If there's a caffeine era, we don't got no other eras. Y'all don't be talking about the Blaze era. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't talk about the MTV MC Battle era. You know what I mean? Right? I'll never hear none of them eras. What other eras are there? The Rap Olympics era. What else was there, man? Y'all not talking about none of them eras, but y'all talking about the caffeine era. Yo, it was a lot of eras, man. So we're going to have to break down. We're going to have to go back, you know what I'm saying, and do the timeline. And I think I saw somebody was explaining that the first URL, obviously the first smack battle wasn't 2009. Because,
okay.
Yeah. So
2009.
But you remember, it was on the DVDs. And
right.
When they organized, I guess, as a company with Beasley, that official event might have been 2009. But I'm going to check. But, you know, there was events. There was battle rap events, legendary events going on way before that.
Mm-hmm.
Who did... what's that boy named? Juice out of Chicago. You remember he battled Eminem. What was
Now we can get tense. Started off good, but he lost his common sense. But see, I'll take a few of you. Why you call yourself Eminem like there's two of you? I only see one of you. I ain't scared of none of you.
Was that was Rap Olympics, right? Let me look up what that was.
Juice.
Yeah, you remember Juice? Yeah, it's online right now. The joint got like 10 million views.
Crazy.
Yeah. You remember what's his name? Daniel Payne had to connect with him.
Okay.
Yeah, he put me on the phone with dude and everything back in the day, man. This had to be like 2008. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
When we was all in Athens or whatever.
Okay.
So okay, let me go. Let me see. Was that was it Eminem versus Juice? Not Juice WRLD versus Juice. Battle rap. Juice. Rap battle. Okay, let's see. Eminem versus Juice, freestyle, Scribble Jam. Thank you, because you can't leave Scribble Jam out, man.
All right.
You can't leave Scribble Jam out, man.
What about the pool table battles? What's your man name?
Oh, Fight Klub.
Fight Klub.
Shouts out to Fight Klub.
But the host, what was his name?
International P.
Shouts
out to International P.
Because he was doing this thing, the acting. He was doing a few things. He was busting the move.
He definitely was. And what's the guy that was winning all of the Fight Klub battles, man? Dang, man. Okay, hold on.
Well, Jim, what is it called?
Battle winners. Man.
Remy Ma came through there.
She did? She battled on Fight Klub?
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, the fact French Montana battled Fight Klub. Yo, Fight Klub, they did their thing, bro. They definitely did their thing. 40 cal. Let's look at the 40. Let's look at the Fight Club resume.
The Fight Club era.
No, this ain't. Oh, that's Hitman Holla? No, I didn't know that.
The Fight Klub era.
Oh, yeah, that was the Remy Ma Lady Luck. I didn't know that was. I forgot that was. Shells. That's what I always be talking to you about. Shells. Remember, Shells, the Blaze battle.
Right.
Shells lost the idea, the white boy.
Hey yo, this cat can't stand me. No, we wanna hand me. He'll only win this battle cause his whole crowd's his family.
Yo, hey yo, listen. Hey yo, I'ma spit hot bars even if this dude is boring. They got Shells battering, Lil Chuck Norris.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Shells, man. We reached out, talked about.
International P was about to come back out again with
he
the
did.
Fight Klub. Nah, it was recently.
He did.
Okay, what happened?
I mean, I saw something, some posts on it. Remember the social
That's
media?
good.
In the studio and everything. I don't know, man. It's not like it was probably, man. Like, you know, the time to put into, you know, organizing, getting new talent, you know, getting the existing talent is expensive.
Right.
It's not like it was before, you know what I'm saying?
Cash be charging a lot.
They're not battling just for exposure no more. You know what I'm talking about? Because at the end of the day, they could bring exposure to your platform, so they're gonna charge.
Yeah, it's a different day in time.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking
that's today's price, not today's.
Not at all, bro. Not at all. The funny thing about that line is all the way in Africa, right? We heard
moving sellers lock up no name. Yesterday's price, not today's. I can never be the same.
Shouts out to the Hennessy, that Nigeria Hennessy free Cypher.
Okay.
That, you know, that had Kaligraph. Who else was on it? Kaligraph was on it. Who else was on it? The dude from South Africa that was crazy, man. I'm gonna have to pull it up. What's it called? Nigeria Hennessy Rap Cypher. Okay.
Yeah, them guys were spitting different.
Yeah, okay. Diddy B, you know, Ladipo. My man always be like, yo, I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Ladipo. Ladipo. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna do my best.
These guys on
tones
on a
different.
whole, yeah, it's on a
Tones
different,
is different.
on a different timetable.
Now,
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And they killing it right now, bro. They killing it. But, you know, we'll build on that. But shouts out to the Hennessy Cypher. If you haven't seen it, it's got like 1.7 million views. I got an idea, but I don't want to talk about it right here on the live line. But Diddy B, Kaligraph Jones out of Kenya, fire. Maglera, Doughboy. That's the guy. That's that guy from South Africa.
Yeah. Fresh up at the Coliseum, this the goons of goons. Township ruins, third world rulers. Militia maneuvers, see the platoon, I'm on my good movers and never weed this through. Don't show any Judas, I'm on my choosy. And the very choosy, jiggy just for my pools, I still miss never weed. Non-believers think I'm nonchalant, but in the hood, the have-nots know I'm Farrakhan. Skinny, but I move a ton. Bloody sneakers on my mans, and I ain't talking about the Louboutins.
Yo, Maglera, Doughboy. And then we'll at least show a clip.
You know,
so
South Africa's just like New York.
Yeah, see? And now, thank you. Who said that?
Rick Ross, he was out there, and he was like, yo, man, ain't no difference between South Africa and New York.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, man, let me tell you something. Yeah, it ain't. From the street feel, the vibe.
My man, you smell in the air.
My man.
I don't know, there's certain hoods.
Don't sleep.
In the city, there's certain hoods you go through, you just can smell it in the air.
Don't sleep.
I might have turned down the wrong block.
What? Please, don't sleep out there, bro. And they got guns out there, so it's not like, you know, West Africa is not that gun heavy in West Africa. You know what I'm saying? But South Africa, that's like America, bro. You know, G.O.D. Their G.O.D. runs it. Who's that? What's their G.O.D.?
Well, I know
gold,
drugs.
Oil,
and
drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
That's
drugs.
or guns, oil, and drugs.
That's why I said which one is that.
Yeah, facts.
There's guns from what I could tell.
Yeah, that's the God over America. You know, we just gotta be honest, man. And that's the God. So when you saying what is it saying? In God we trust.
Right.
Come on, that's the God
that's the acronym that they trust in.
Yeah, man, because everybody trusts the dollar.
Right.
Everybody trusts the gun.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, yo, they put their trust in the gun. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? The first, what's that? Was it the First Amendment or Second Amendment? You feel it right?
One of
them joints cast is like, y'all gotta have my gun. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
you know, it's, you know, yeah, you know, but you should also think to put yourself in an environment where you don't need to be like that. Like, you know, I'm not.
You don't have to kill somebody.
Yeah, man.
If you're in an environment where you got to kill somebody, you got to wonder, well, what kind of environment that I'm living in.
Right.
And then if you go back to the Wild Wild West, that's how they used to move.
Facts.
You know what I mean? At any given times, it might be a showdown.
Right.
I mean, come on, man.
Right.
That's
and
not the way
now.
to be living, man.
That's now, right now. That's
Fact.
the Wild Wild West, man.
Right now.
I mean, I don't even want to go into, you know, there's a, you know, like the way they described, rest in peace to Takeoff, but the way that they described that, how that happened, it sounded like a Wild Wild West type thing, man. Shootout, right? It sounded like it was a shootout, people using people as
shields.
Oh,
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy,
man.
It's
so
crazy.
like,
It's
yo,
crazy.
man, like we gotta get it together, man.
Rest in peace to the brother, man.
Yeah, man. Seriously, even if it means, you know, exiting stage left.
And
man.
that's not. It doesn't say you got to be soft either, man.
Nah,
you don't have to be soft in order for you to prevent an altercation.
Facts.
Man. You know what I mean? Like I learned that a long time coming up. Like in the city, you either nice with your hands.
Oh my God!
And sometimes when you're being nice with your hands is like your own detriment. You know what I'm saying? They ask you for a fair one.
Yeah.
You give him a fair
Facts.
one. You bust his nose open or whatever the case is. Now it's gunplay because it went from the fair one to gunplay. But still, you don't have to be soft to try to prevent, you know, a situation. Whereas now, cats is not nice with their hands. So their first alternative is they going right to their hammer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To their blicky, to their switch. You know what I mean? But my point is, you know, now it's like, okay, there is no rhyme or reason. You know what I'm saying? This cat is open fire at any given time. Is what's that video game?
Grand Theft Auto, man.
Grand Theft
we
Auto.
We living in
real.
GTA,
like,
bro.
I saw this clip. This dude goes inside this dispensary to go buy something. And like the dude that walk inside don't know he's about to get murdered. Like he's walking up in there, but dude got ready got him. The guy rolling up a blunt or whatever, and you know y'all probably seen it. And as he's rolling up a blunt, he pulls out the hammer and then shoots dude. Like, you know what I mean? And that might have been an op.
Like it was nothing.
Like,
too, bro.
like my man. So I'm like, you know, we're just living in a day and time where you know it's different. And if that's how you want to live, that's how you want to raise your children, so be it. But I don't think, you know what I mean, you should have options, man. You shouldn't have to live that way, man. You shouldn't have to live that way.
Facts, man. But yeah, man. So again, shouts out. You know, we you know how we go on these tangents, but we're gonna climb back up to Fight Klub. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But see, again, when we used to battle, there was the dude XL. Shouts out to XL. We talked about him in the battle with him and Chef Trez.
Right.
So I saw an interview. He was on like, you know, I use, you know, hip hop to spread messages.
I mean, it's knowledge. It's basically, I try to incorporate knowledge because it's all about expanding your mind and opening up things. So each one teach one, pretty much. So,
but the fact that he said that, because that's what it was, man. I remember, you know, back then, man, you go from hood to hood, you know, building your name,
right,
showing your ability, and at the same time trading information.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right,
like
right.
it was definitely, you know, it was definitely an opportunity to learn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, to me that was an incredible time, man, incredible experience. And now we took the learning out of it. You know what I'm saying? So again, March, MC War, we coming. We got some new approaches. We're gonna go ahead and bring into the space. You know, cats are bringing up judging and voting.
Right.
We about to bring in our
way
exactly.
of how we see
exactly.
our way of how we see it should be done, based on being the official sport of battle rap. Based on being the official sport of battle rap, we have a way that we, you know, judge. You know what I'm saying? Because you know we know like, okay, it's perspective when it's to the crowd. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A lot of the times the crowd is going off of sensationalism.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, you saying you screaming because the guy next to you is screaming. You really don't know why you screaming, but you know you don't smoke something, you don't drunk something, you in the vibe, you vibing,
right,
you feeling what's going on.
Right.
And the first row is going crazy. You going crazy too, but you ain't really catch what just happened.
Right.
So, you know,
that's like when, you know, somebody's, you know, when they jump at somebody and, you know, Somebody just jump in and start kicking the guy. He don't know what happened. He don't know why they jumping him. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
he's down for the squad.
Yeah.
So for us, we you know, again, our whole thing is being the official sport. So we're gonna lay it out. You know what I'm saying? And we know cats are gonna borrow from us. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
It's all good. But y'all gonna know that we came through,
right?
And we complimented. We brought value to the culture,
right?
By bringing this to you guys, so y'all can see what's really good. You follow what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And you know, DM us if y'all want to be a part of it. The whole system. Like if you want to go back in time.
Yeah. If you want to, even if you want battle on the card, hit us up. Let's talk about it.
Facts.
So man, Fight Klub, legendary. You know, not the only one. Like we talked about. You know, you had Rap Olympics. You had what was the last one we said just now? The Eminem battle. We just spoke about it with DJ Scribble Jam. Thank you, because DJ Scribble was the guy, right? That was his event. Yeah, shouts out to that guy. I wonder where he's at these days. But yo, legendary battles, man. They had Arsenal. They had Sirius Jones, Math Hoffa. They had Nems. I wonder if that's the Nems that
before he became
crazy.
a big guy.
They had French Montana.
Before he became a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? He was a slim guy.
Exactly. That's crazy, man. That's powerful. Sam Scarfo, shouts out Newark, Sam Scarfo, and Black, right? That's Black. That's what Black used to rap about. Remember he was talking about Sam Scarfo brought him into the studio with Prodigy. You know
okay.
I mean, no, Prodigy brought them to meet. They went to meet Jay-Z with Prodigy. You don't remember that? You remember he told us that story? That they went to meet Jay-Z with Prodigy.
Right.
And that's why they didn't get signed. Like, you know, they was about to get signed,
right.
I think. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, yeah, man, you know, the beef between Prodigy and Jay-Z or whatever.
Yeah, like, yo, they was guilty by association.
Yeah, I don't know what. I got to hear that story again. But shouts out to Black. What we call him? We call him...
Aisle 7.
Aisle 7, because he said he could go down any Kroger Aisle 7
at any given time.
And then the funny thing, he said that before the baby.
Right.
Put somebody down in Walmart. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, definitely. Before the baby did that.
So like, you know, so just
it's a mindset.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? Woo. But yeah, so man, Young Ill.
He's from Jersey, right?
Yeah, that's Sam Scarfo. That's why I brought him up. He from, I think, Black from Jersey City. He from the same.
That's what I'm saying.
The same street that I grew up on, man. Belmont. You know, shouts out to Jersey City.
Word.
So, but you know, I moved downtown as a you know, older person. So, you know, so I really grew up downtown. But either which way, man. Gin, Shells, Murder Mook. You know, they had Quest McCody. Yeah, man, classics, man. But yeah, man. So new on the release, man. While we at it, you know, before we forget, you know, we had Don't Flop just dropped. They just dropped their latest battle, which was.
Yeah, but what you reading this on right there?
Oh, VerseTracker.com.
Okay,
also,
cool.
I was just going down to Fight Klub. You know, you can see all the leagues and stuff like that.
How many leagues is on there?
Oh man, what is it? Let me come to the top. 889 leagues.
889, and I think that's in counting because leagues are popping up like
by the day. By the day, bro. By the second. All right, so
and that's how many battle rappers?
Woo, 25,000, and that also is growing.
By the day.
Yeah, 25,500. 67,000 battles they got cataloged on the platform. Shouts out to VerseTracker.com.
And this is why we the official sport of battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
We like to go to VerseTracker because, you know, these guys done did their thing, man. They done put together the what is it called? The battle rap culture index. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So yeah, man. Shouts out to them, man. VerseTracker.com.
Word.
So now, so Zen versus Lady Shaka. So that was the most recent release on the Don't Flop card. I think it was Entitled. I think that was the name of the card that dropped September 21st. Either which way. Dope battle. Lady Shaka. She got some numbers, yo. Say Lady Shaka got, let's see, she's got I think it was let me see how many battles she has cataloged. 10 battles cataloged with 240,000 total views. So that's average of 24,000 per battle. So she's putting up numbers. And she went up against Zen.
Okay.
Right? So hold up 1 second, make sure.
He's from London?
Yeah, Zen is also from London. Let's make sure, you know, because of course you're gonna easily say London, but in actuality, he's from Leeds. Leeds, Leeds. Where, so that's, I guess, a city
in London.
No, a city in the UK.
In the UK,
London is
okay.
the capital of the UK.
Okay.
And now Lady Shaka is from London. So Zen has a total of 50 battles cataloged. Oh, you've been putting some numbers up.
Okay.
Average views, 43,000.
Okay.
Total views, 2.1 million. So shouts out to Don't Flop. Make sure y'all go watch that on VerseTracker.com. And then also just released is Smack, another one off of their Bars Over Politics.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
The
about?
most respected.
Yep. Shouts out to Smack and URL. And so they just had Kapo Bravado versus Ace Amin. And then what I noticed, who they haven't battled, who hasn't battled yet?
Who?
Ace Amin, Chef Trez. The same average battles. You heard? 85,000.
Hey yo, Chef Trez is a technician, y'all. I mean,
Chef is nice.
Yo, all right.
Chef is nice.
I'm gonna leave it right there. He's a technician, man.
Yeah, he off the head and his written game. All the above, bro. That's it. And that's a real MC, man. Real MC could go off the head. A real MC can go, you know what I'm saying, can write. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have all of those abilities. You know what I'm talking about?
Word.
So yeah, man. So check it. So
shouts out to Reggie P.
Yeah, shouts out to Reggie P, man. And so who battled Chef Trez, of course, on the MC War card. I could go ahead and look that up.
Smack before, now you all under rock and it's your best friend. Tell your partner this shopper cave his chest in. Rock, cave, that shit gravy. Wear a battle rapper chain, you back shit crazy. Battle rapping on the beat, nigga, that shit made me. I'm the best that they came out graded.
On our YouTube channel. Yep. So now, one total 1.7 million views, a total of 21 battles, averages 85,000. That's why I thought this would be, even though of course Chef Trez got almost 165 battles cataloged, but on average, he's doing 84. I think it was like 84,000.
So you saying what this should be a March thing?
This should be I think that'd be good for March. I think that'd be crazy.
Okay.
I think that'd be crazy, man. Let us know, man. Let us know what y'all think. We think Ace Amin versus Chef Trez on beat in March. MC War, new season 2025.
So far, who we got? For
So far, we talking Twerk
and
Ines. And now we talking Ace Amin and Chef Trez. Yeah. So the card is gonna be official. So yeah, let's start the negotiations. Let's start the negotiations and see what they talking about. And man, so outside of that, then man, Trump is already putting it in because you see, I guess he's about to have a meeting with Zelensky and Macron in France. You know, and you remember I saw something that said, I think I talked about the last show that they were saying they was holding down the fort, talking about they waiting for Trump, the Ukrainian troops holding down this, I guess, Russian territory they still had under control, talking about they waiting for Trump. So I guess, wow. Yeah, I guess it's coming. He's coming.
It's interesting, man. Interesting. You guys just pay attention to what's going on because it's like this, right? If you don't know it's gonna rain, right? You just go outside like it's a regular day and you just get drenched because you ain't prepared. You ain't got the proper clothing on. You ain't got a umbrella. You ain't got a rain suit on. You just looking crazy.
Right.
So at any given time, if y'all don't know what's popping and then a civil war pop off in the neighborhood, right? It's because you guys wasn't paying attention because the writings is on the wall. You follow what I'm saying? Like if Russia decide he want to hit somewhere, they're gonna hit where first? New York. You know what I mean? Or another heavily populated, dense area. You follow what I'm saying? And Russia has spoke and made it known, like stop poking me, you know what I mean? Stop, bothering me. This business that I got with Ukraine is because you guys tried to establish a situation that was near my territory.
Exactly.
And because it's near my territory, I had to protect that by moving forward and taking over this area right here. Thus, I had to take over Ukraine. You follow what I'm saying? So, and then now, as y'all can see, Georgia is having issues as well.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And
revolution in Georgia, and that used to be Russian
territory.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So
USSR. I wanted to say the United States, Soviet Russia, because they really all together. But it is what it is.
But you just pay attention, man. Don't stay so engulfed into your own world, man. Just know that your world is within the world.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's within the world. You follow what I'm saying? And that's all running simultaneously. So every now and then, leave your world and come out to the other world so you can figure out what's going in. If not for nothing, to bring information to everybody else.
Like, and to your family, most importantly.
Yeah, to put them on, let them know what's really good. You know, what's really, really good in Tasha's hood.
You see, everybody is talking about leaving America, man. It's like, you got to really start thinking about those options, you know, because it's like, you know, it's a big world, you know, especially if you African in America. You know what I'm talking about?
Word.
Like, you know, you got a whole continent that you know, and you know, matter of fact, Ghana's having they new elections right now, and I'm wondering, you know, if that's, you know, how that's gonna and I'm thinking that the Ghanaians are feeling the fact that African Americans are coming over. The reason why?
$1.9 billion.
That's a fact too. I forgot about that. and then you know, because you're not gonna do a ceremony and make 500 people citizens right before elections if that's not something that the people think is valuable.
My man, $1.9 billion.
Yeah, but you know,
50 Cent say, look, man, if y'all don't want me to play, man, it's cool. I'll go back to New York. Why?
Right.
That's money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yo, Lil Wayne's about to go to jail. Like, yo, listen, man, he had to talk to this person, that person.
That talk to Trump.
Money
out of there.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about that bread, man.
Yeah,
man. If you got that bread,
and then using it wisely, you know, because you know that's something we don't do. We don't get to know who our congressperson is. We don't get to know who our senators are.
Right.
It's important. Like, you see, you don't gotta wait until you at 50 Cent's level to do that. You don't gotta wait till you at Jay-Z's level to do that. You can do that now.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That because at the end of the day, especially, come on, a battle rapper, you got 100,000 followers. You get what I'm saying? I'm not telling you that you got to get in politics and start telling people who to vote for.
Right.
But my man, you're gonna get a meeting.
Right.
You're gonna get a meeting. They're gonna see you. They're gonna see you because the moment that you tell their assistant, yeah, you know, I'm an influencer. You know, I'm in this space. I'm one of your constituents. You know what I'm talking about? And then, you know, this is how we leverage ourselves. You know.
Facts.
So yeah, but yeah, definitely. So, yup, the 1.9 billion. But sometimes, you know, even though money could come into the economy, you know, the local people might not like the fact of this. But this is why I was bringing it up. But the fact that I was saying that the fact that they had a election, I mean, that they did the ceremony and gave 500 people citizenship right before the election, shows that the people want to see more African Americans come over, because you wouldn't do that during election time if it was a controversial issue.
No, I think, you know, that's an interesting topic. You know what I mean? We could definitely dive in at a later date or even now. But what happens is when with the local people, the indigenous natives, I don't think they're gonna agree when an influx of people coming in, because it's a culture clash. You know what I mean? So because you're coming in with your ways of doing things, and I on a lower level, I have to deal with your way of doing things, and you wasn't there before. That's like the other time when I was explaining, when you go into the forest, there's already an ecosystem that exists there. You follow what I'm saying? And then, you're going in, interrupting that ecosystem, whether or not, you know, the powers that be, you know, actually want you to come because they know you spending, and that spending has it peaks somewhere. It peaked and it's identifiable. The more of you that come is gonna help, and it's a beautiful thing. I just think that, you know, because of it, systems should be put in place so, you know, the co-gelling could happen in a systematic way, whether it's inside the school system, whether it's inside, like, you know, programs that's making the locals understand, okay, these people are disconnected. You follow what I'm saying? They've been going for a while, and you know, you have to have this level of empathy in dealing with them, because they can't speak the language. You follow what I'm saying? And from what I'm hearing in Ghana, it's very
sweet.
It's very
The
strong.
language is called Twi.
Very strong culture. You follow what I'm saying?
Or the biggest language that I know of.
Very strong culture, big about their culture. You follow what I'm saying? So if you're not into culture and you coming through sagging your pants and moving ways some type of way, you might feel ostracized. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Yeah, I say like what I was thinking is again the fact that because again it is the local people voting. Like, you know, so I really do think that if it was something that was controversial, he wouldn't have did that around elections. So the fact that because everything that they do around elections is to get people to vote for you. You get what I'm talking about? So you only gonna do something around election time if it's gonna get people to vote for you. If it's anything that could even possibly slight votes against you, you're not gonna do it during your election time. And they just did that 2 to 3 weeks ago. Then you gotta realize they already do got systems in place. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even open a business without a Ghanaian business partner. You gotta buy property by way of a Ghanaian. You get what I'm talking about?
Right.
You know, to open up a business by yourself, you have to show $250,000 US in the bank.
250.
Yeah. So now, if you want to open a business with a Ghanaian, it's different. They lower the threshold, so they do have those systems in place. So I do think that that's why they pushing so hard. You know, and then we like you said, we'll definitely dig deeper because there's other markets. Remember, it's 54 countries. It's 54 countries in the continent.
54.
You know, 54 countries. So
Wow.
so all we hearing about is
So Ghana. So I'm saying Africa's not a country.
Oh yeah, right. That's first you got to remember that, right? Because most of us don't even know that, right? One, we are a country. Two, they call you the diaspora, right? So just so you know the lingo, most I don't know. I didn't know that for a long time that they call us the diaspora. You know, not saying that you have to accept it, but that's what they call us, right? So that's Africans living outside of Africa. You know what I'm talking about? So I mean, so it's 54 countries. So it's just beginning.
Right.
And you know, you got Senegal. The funny thing, remember we were talking to Gene the other day.
Right.
Gene is so when we do trips, we'll talk about it because we do also trips. We do actually international travel trips and stuff.
Exactly.
So we'll talk about that with y'all later. We had this program called The Journey Home. And Gene, who's our tour operator and consultant, right? He puts the whole thing together for us. He was like, yo, it used to be Senegal. And I knew that. Well, because that's the first place we went.
Right.
Was Senegal, right? And then not only that, remember the tourist operator that used to tell me that the guy that's in Guinea now that comes to that we always see when we're in Liberia.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the guy he was saying, you know, Joe Jackson, you know, Michael Jackson's father, all these different African Americans that used to come over to Senegal. So either which way, the point is, Senegal used to be the hot spot, still a great place to visit.
Right.
Then you got now Ghana's the hot spot, Nigeria's hot, you know, South Africa always been a spot that's hot. Kenya's hot right now, and we still only talking about 5.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
54.
What's crazy is Rick Ross, who's in South Africa. Kai Cenat was in Nigeria.
Yeah.
All around the same time.
Oh, that was around the same time?
All around the same time.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
like, my point is pretty soon, you know, you have to really look at it, right? Our population as Africans in America is about 40 million. Right. So
exactly.
So the moment you have those of us that's becoming more influential and financially in place, like a 50, or not even so much like a 50. I'm just saying, just like, you know, a thousandaire. You know
exactly.
What I mean? All you got to become is basically a thousandaire,
Exactly.
and you don't really necessarily have to be that. As long as you're able to buy a ticket, feed yourself where you go. You know what I'm saying? And you're able to make
you can figure it out along the way.
Word.
You know.
I mean, so I just wanted to be able to touch on that because it's a real situation. But also, I wanted to shout out to this brother, man, a father. You know what I mean? What is it? A father in Florida made a special surprise for his 4 children, giving them an ATM business. You know what I'm saying? The brother's name is William Maxey. I think it's Maxey. Yeah. So William Maxey, I wanted to shout him out. You know what I mean? Because he just did his thing. You know what I mean? And his whole thing was like, yo, look, his mother is a entrepreneur, owned 4 different businesses, hair salons. You follow what I'm saying? He's an entrepreneur business. So his whole thing about generational wealth is to give his children an ATM business.
Wow.
And what's dope about that? It's low maintenance. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? So they have, as they're making money, as entrepreneurs,
right,
they have time to figure it out.
Exactly.
You follow what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When they go pick up the money, and in picking up the money to go deposit into the bank, and then they see they profit. You follow what I'm saying? Because there is no losses. The ATM, though, you know how the ATM, for every time you pull out money, there's a fee.
Right.
And that's
exactly.
that's the profit.
Exactly.
You follow what I'm saying? So for them, so as they picking up the money every time, or filling up the ATM every time, you follow what I'm saying? They're already identifying how much money they made by reloading every time.
Exactly.
And it becomes a situation where while they doing that, they are figuring it out. You know what I mean? So I wanted to give a shout out to that brother, because as these young kids are growing up, you follow what I'm saying? He ain't state their age, but you know, there's a picture of them, and you know what I mean? They young kids, man, in their teens. You know what I mean? From single digits to teens.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Like from like 9 to 15.
You follow what I'm saying?
That's how old they look.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful thing, and that thought process should be within our culture as well, especially within the battle rap community.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because we touch money. You know what I'm saying? So in touching money,
we entrepreneurs.
You know what I mean? So in touching money as entrepreneurs, you got to figure it out and try to how you're going to create generational wealth for your children.
Facts. Word. Man, stay tapped in, man. Get those tickets for Winter Madness. It's debatable.
Debatable.